What's up, humans? How's it hanging? I'm the Nerdy Beard, and welcome back to World of Warplanes. And before we get stuck in today, I want to wish everybody who's subscribed, anybody who views my videos, and anybody else in the entire Warplanes community a very Merry Christmas, and hope you all had a fantastic New Year. And on that subject, I do apologize, guys, for my lack of video making over the last few weeks. To say that my Christmas period was a disaster is probably understating it by a long time. But thankfully, I had a fantastic New Year's with a few friends and more than made up for it. But all the dramas aside, you know how family can get. I am back and I am really, really keen to get stuck into all the new content coming this year and basically expanding on the channel and expanding on the aircraft that I play. As you can see down the bottom, a few different types, things that I haven't really tried my hand at yet, and I'm really excited to get stuck into that. So for today's video, we are going to be looking at the P-51A Mustang, and this visually is an absolutely gorgeous aircraft. What a thing to look at. And this aircraft for me had the same level of excitement about playing it that the Spitfire did. And as soon as I could, it was the first line that I started grinding, and I flew through tiers 1 to 5, had a great time, and then hit a little bit of a speed bump with this one, but we're going to go through that when we get into some gameplay. So, as per usual, we've done a quick once around. I mean, look at the profile. Brilliant. And here we go, we're going to go into the upgrades. Now, you've got a choice of 4 engines, which makes this thing a very powerful boosting aircraft, and you can get a really good speed out of it. One survivability upgrade with the airframe, and a gun upgrade. So you go from 2 different types of 12.7mm machine guns. And I think this here is where this aircraft is really let down. It just doesn't seem to do enough damage, and the guns themselves seem a little bit skewed. And like I said earlier, we're gonna see an example of that when we get into some gameplay, hopefully, and you'll see what I mean. But the position that these guns fire from, you can see here in the wings, it just seems a little off, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is, probably what I'm doing wrong in the game, that means that I'm just not quite hitting the targets like I would in any other aircraft. I don't know if it's I can't see the tracer problem because they're just machine guns and there's no cannon. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I keep looking for it. I just can't quite put my finger on it, but I cannot say that I really enjoyed this aircraft, unfortunately, guys. And it even prompted me to try out the first piece of equipment that I've ever bought playing the game with the extra 10% firing accuracy. And you know what? If I'm more than 350 meters away from a target, normally that's like, perfect. Everything's going to hit. I still seem to not be able to get a lot of damage done, and if you can believe it, I'm getting to the point where I'm overheating my machine guns trying to take out targets, which just seems a bit silly to me. But we keep learning, so I'm confident that it's something that I'm doing wrong. And if you guys have any tips for me, I would really appreciate it, because I'm massive fangirling over this aircraft. I absolutely love it. And it is a little disappointing that I can't seem to play it as best as I want to. Yeah, just quickly before we go into some gameplay, we've got the universal ammunition, because why not? And I'm a little 50-50 on these consumables here. Sometimes it seems that I need to have a first aid kit for the pilot. It does seem like this in the Japanese aircraft, you tend to lose them more so than other tech trees. But then I put one in for a fire extinguisher, for example, or a control surface trim, and then all I'm doing is losing that particular, the typical Murphy's Law. You take something out, and that's the thing that goes. But yeah, so I've stuck with the usual for now, and just sort of seeing how a couple of games go. I chop and change as per what the game requires. And that's pretty much it. I will mention this aircraft, if you're looking for something that's a little bit tanky but still fast enough to be a fighter, this is the one for you. This aircraft can take an absolute beating and still keep going. 280 hit points, which is a lot compared to a lot of other aircraft, but it just seems like a really good, solid, heavy platform for you to get around in. So the trade-off of that is maneuverability is a little bit down when you compare it to, say, the Spitfire and especially the Zero, the A6M2. But you've got, the trade-off of not being able to turn as quickly is the fact that this thing feels very stable, and it is a very good gun platform. Alrighty, I think that's about it for here in the hangar, guys. I will pause it here, jump into a game, and I will catch you then. Alrighty guys, we are back and we are on the plateau map in a tier 6 and 5 game, so hopefully we can get really stuck in and get some of those juicy lower tier targets. Alright, and first thing I mentioned, that 10-second boost. What a powerful engine this aircraft has. 674 k's an hour before we ran out, and look at the altitude performance as well. Well over a kilometer just there before, and still well inside the normal range. So getting up to get after those bombers is definitely possible in this aircraft, and it has a fantastic boost. So what really big strength there for this aircraft. Now, what I'm going to try to do here, okay, that's a little bit of damage, but not much. Okay, so as like you see, as I was mentioning in the hangar there, guys, I just cannot seem to get my guns on target. Now, I think I'm doing a little better here. I think you just got to lead it slightly differently to a lot of the other aircraft, and I'm taking an absolute bollocking here. It's getting absolutely flogged, and you know, I go through airfields and garrisons normally, and you know, probably get 2 fighter kills out of it. There we go, that's a little better. But yeah, in this thing, I just can't seem to get my head around it. And like, I've taken probably over 50% of my health, and only got the 1 kill. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, if anyone's got any tips and tricks for me in this aircraft, absolutely appreciate it. I really do need the assist. But let's keep going on. Let's boost in and let's make a nuisance of ourselves in this sector here as well. Alright, now what have we got? I can't see any enemy, so I don't know where they go. Maybe they got A8 or something. But yeah, here we go. So I think what I'm doing wrong here is I'm just not leading these targets well enough. Assuming that the rounds are as quick as autocannons, perhaps. Yeah, see, that's a little better. And I'm firing far too close to the target, which I think is then causing me to have my rounds go behind or off to the side. Yeah, that's a little better there. Hello? Didn't even see you coming through. Have some of that. Oh, wings down. Okay, pay attention. Yeah, see there. I'm just leading that target just a little better. Maybe that's the issue, that I'm not actually giving my guns time to get on target. Oh, that was close. Wow. All right. I'm in trouble. So I think I might. You know what? 17 hit points. Who cares? Let's go be a nuisance somewhere. I'll get some back like I'm doing now. Okay. So 2 points to 3. Yeah, not quite a good start. But got a few kills and 2,500 points already. So not a bad start for myself. And I think this guy is going to come. Yeah, he thinks I'm on 0 health. Oh, don't ram me, don't ram me. Oh, no. I should have seen that coming a mile off. I thought my guns were just going to get in right at the end there. How did he survive that? Oh, I think I got a little ripped off there. He was getting absolutely hammered by my guns then. I definitely got ripped off. Oh, well, we're back in a fresh plane. So let's try that again. Okay, excellent. So the team has picked up that right-hand side garrison there off to the east of the map. So now it is time to do your job and defend some sectors. Now it looks like, you know, I might go into the middle here because we've got a few allies. Lucky I've got 10 seconds boost because I kind of wasted half of it there. Yeah, so I've got allies over there that are going to take care of that fighter. And now I've just got to figure out where this guy is. Is he up there? He is up there. Alright, so it's a bomber. Okay, so I might need my boost to recharge just a little bit more. Perhaps I will take out my new friend who's on his way over. There might be a few, actually. Where'd he go? Is that him down there? That is him down there. Alright, so let's get rid of this heavy fighter first. Get rid of all those guns. And the excellent speed on that aircraft is really going to come back and bite us if we don't get rid of him. Alright, grade 1 secure. Fantastic. Alright, let's get after this Japanese aircraft. If he gets behind me, I'm in a bit of trouble. So, yeah, I think that might have been it, guys. I think I was just not leading the target enough. That could quite possibly be my whole problem. And all of a sudden, this aircraft is fantastic, isn't it? We just saw there as well. Am I getting... Oh, you're a bit close. You can see like the turn. Just without any assistance from flaps or air brakes or anything, that turn is just slow and loping. It's just not much impressive at all. But let's see the difference with the flaps extended. And we can get a little bit around here. You know what? I think this is the guy that got me before. I think a bit payback is on here. Let me see. Oh, no, we're still burning, but he might just have the manoeuvrability. I'm going to boost through this turn and see what we can do. Oh, he's gone for somebody else. There it is. Oh, that was close. I didn't see that coming. Okay, here we go. This is it. Hopefully this is the revenge we're looking for. Oh, not quite. Someone else got it. Oh, doesn't matter. Major contribution. That is better than nothing. Okay, let's get behind this guy and let's sort him out so he doesn't do too much more damage to our location here. Okay, you know what? Yep, it must be. So yeah, that pretty much changes my whole outlook on this aircraft because I was really concerned about the fact that I couldn't really do any damage with it, and now all of a sudden that I'm really concentrating on it. Yeah, I guess I can hit things with it. So that makes a whole lot of difference. All right, Japanese aircraft known to be light-skinned. Are we gonna do? Oh, that would have been close. That would have been close. And oh, he didn't pay attention to his turns, and goodbye. I'm getting a few assists here. What are you? Okay, I'm not going to play the Let's Ram the MiG game again, but I'm going to get him from down here. There we are. Excellent. Set the fire, and you are out. Goodbye, sir. Major contributions. Okay, listen. Who's stealing all of my kills? Ah, dear. Okay, scoreline in 40 seconds, and we are definitely in control of this map. I'm going to head out over here. Probably don't really need to, but it is the better option than going all the way up there to get that bomber. It would take me a long time to do. Okay, yeah, there's a few aircraft coming through here now. So definitely a good decision, I think. We should get a few more points while we're over here. Yeah, doing well. I only got the one chevron though, so need to sort that out. Definitely like to contribute with at least 3 in the game. So let's get a little bit closer. What have we got here? A Russian aircraft. And trying to find where my tracer is. Is it there? There it is. Okay. Excellent. Well, it would appear that these guns work fine. It was just me that was broken. Okay. And apart from that, the embarrassing headbutt incident with that MiG, it has been fairly solid this game. The aircraft has held up very well under different forms of fire. Ah, no. And here I am. Well, at least I got him too. But that is, unfortunately, the end of my game. But with 4 sectors captured and not really looking like anybody else is going to get one back, I think we might have this one in the bag, guys. So, what did we get? 10,000 combat points and 2 chevrons. Yeah, not too sad about that. And, yeah, so a little bit of trial and error there, actually. But, yeah, we'll go through it when we get back into the hangar, guys. I will see you in a sec.